saw things going so right, noticing the days hurrying by, living in love, my how they're flying. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Ba 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 da da dee, ba da da dee da 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 dee. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right, noticing the days hurrying by, living in love, my how they fly. And blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on, nothing but blue skies from now on.
Good morning, Unity of Payson. I'm delighted you're here today. I'm Reverend Neil Worthington, and you are gathered together in a great sense of connection, reflective of who we are, one with all that is. I'm glad you're here, and as we open this service, will you take a moment to be quiet, to be still, to be here now, as we open in prayer. God of all goodness, we're grateful. We're grateful this morning for a new day, for a new start as we embark on this day's journey. We know that there's never a time when circumstances are so dire that divine love and supreme goodness, that which envelops us, are not present. Today, we lift up those who are downtrodden, those who are weak, those who are challenged beyond what they seem to be able to bear, those who are hungry, those who are ill, and those who have yet to experience equality. For all these and for ourselves, we see the brightness of divine light, the comfort of divine love, and the surety of divine wisdom. So bless each one who has joined us today, whether through this virtual meeting or in a replay of our gathering. Bless us, everyone, as we connect in testimony to the truth of our oneness. And so it is. Amen. So again, welcome. If you're visiting with us for the very first time, we'd love to hear from you, and we welcome your unmuting yourself and just telling us who you are. If you're here, I'm looking through the list of people who are here, and I don't think I see anybody who's here for the very first time. And so welcome all of you who are regulars, but I know that some of you may be on Facebook, and we welcome you as well. Or if you listen to this recording later, we welcome you in that. We are so blessed to have this connection digitally. We're doing a virtual thing, and it really is a great opportunity for us to learn and for us to connect. So take a moment just with me to say this to each other, this affirmation, and to those who are here and perhaps here in another gathering. And I love this idea of blessing. Here we go together. We love you, we bless you, and we welcome you. So as we continue our service, we'll go now to our opening song, Many Rivers by Anthony Burbidge. Lovely lyrics.
Many lives, beliefs, and faiths, many minds refuse to change, but there is one source of life, and we all know this deep inside. Many rivers many souls upon the earth, many lost lives, many hurts, but there is one force we all feel. There is one love that will heal. Many rivers all returning in their own way to one source. Many rivers all converging with the one unchanging force in our lives. Though our eyes may fool our minds, in our hearts we recognize we're not two souls, you and I. We are one in our source of life. Many rivers all returning in their own way to one source. Many rivers all converging with the one unchanging force. Well, I can listen and I can love you, even if we don't agree. 'Cause where we come from and where we're going is the same for you and me. Like many rivers, we're returning in our own way to one source. Like many rivers, we're converging with the one unchanging force in our lives.
I really like that. Many rivers returning to one source. And it is from that one source that we proceed, and we are grateful. And that brings us to our gratitudes for today. At Unity of Payson, we're grateful for all those who support Unity of Payson with their time and with their talent and with their treasure. This morning, we have a unique opportunity in this fifth Sunday to hear from the members of Unity of Payson, and we'll get to that, but we are grateful for the many members who contribute to leadership and the many other things that make up what happens in this community. And so I am grateful for that. We're also grateful for the events of this last week. Morning coffee is always a great time to have fun with each other sometimes, to get serious with each other, to go deep. And if you have an opportunity to do that, just come join us at 9:30 all weekdays. Book Circle, that was the wrap up of Book Circle for this time. And what a wonderful Book Circle it was, with a good number of people participating, and we're appreciative of that. And of course, the discussion groups. Proving the Power Principles at 1 o'clock, usually on Sunday. Today is an exception because we have our congregational meeting, our annual meeting. And then of course, the discussion on Monday evening at 7:15 with Rick leading. We are grateful for the technology that allows us to do this and allows us to connect and be close. So I know that many of you are grateful. Marianne just told me that she was grateful for a lot of things and she wrote them down. But Marianne, I welcome you to speak them out loud. And all of you, please feel free to speak your gratitudes out loud. Just unmute yourself and do so. And you may also enter them in the chat. Who's first?
I'll read mine that I put into the chat as well. I said, I'm grateful for Rick Hansen. That's the author of Just One Thing. We did that book circle more than once, and it was fabulous. And his meditations are so just fantastic. And I'm also grateful for this space with you all to share our spiritual journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa.
Well, I'm going to jump in and just say that I'm very grateful for a new grand nephew, Marcus,
Oh,
in Wiesbaden, Germany. 3 days
wow.
old. 3 days old.
Wow. Great, Rick. And I know you can connect with them on Zoom.
Yep.
And so I bet that's a wonderful
Yeah,
experience.
just got to see him this morning.
That's great.
oh,
Yeah. Fantastic.
congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
believe Kay is waving her hand too.
Yeah, I am grateful for the fantastic neighbors that I have. My next door neighbor, a very healthy young man, shoveled out half my driveway for me. He saw me out there shoveling away, and he ran right over and came out and finished it for me. And then some beautiful neighbors that helped me with something else. And so I'm really grateful for the neighborhood that I live in. And ditto from Teresa for all of us.
Thank you, Kay. Somebody else.
All right. Since you mentioned me, I guess I better say something. I'm grateful for all the holy relationships that we are forming every day.
Amen. Wonderful. Thank you, Marianne. Here's your last chance.
If it's okay, I want to say one more thing.
Oh, please.
There's something that I'm grateful for with the snow. I was walking yesterday in the neighborhood because I can't walk on the hiking trails that I usually take. And I met two new neighbors and had just lovely chats with them. And one man in passing mentioned that he was having some health issues, and we talked about Qigong, and he said, "Oh, I'd like to join in on that class." And it was just kind of a neat, spontaneous opportunity to offer something that is healing in some way to someone. It just felt really good. So I was grateful for that. Thanks.
So I'm going to follow up on that, Teresa. Teresa does a Qigong class. I believe it's Tuesday and Wednesday and Sunday. Is that right, Teresa?
Correct.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday at 4:30 in the afternoon. If you don't know about it, contact Teresa, and if you don't know how to get to her, let me know. Send in an email to the church, and we'll get you connected. Thank you, Teresa. I'm grateful, as you talked about the snow, Teresa. I had a really heartwarming moment this last week because I was out doing a couple of errands, and I came back in the afternoon on Main Street going west and heading toward the country club and going up Vista to my home up in the northwest part of town. And everywhere that there was available space, there were snowmen. The little hills all had people sliding down on them. It was such a wonderful, there were people, I couldn't believe the number of people that were out there just enjoying the snow. And it was great to see that it was a sense of community, even in a time of distancing. And it just warmed my heart. So I'm grateful for that. So let's move on now to speak about unity prayer. Unity is grounded in meditation and affirmative prayer. And we have trained prayer chaplains, and we'll be happy to speak with you. Prayer chaplains have really been busy because there are a lot of things that have been communicated to us, requests that we're able to hold up in prayer. So they're available to pray with you if you have a prayer concern. You can call or text to the church phone 928-235-7142. And if you would like to have a follow-up from a chaplain, please include your contact information and they'll follow up with you. And this will give you some personalized prayer support. Anyway, we definitely believe in prayer, and particularly affirmative prayer. And it's a key part of our ministry to each other. So the unity theme for this month has been faith. My faith assures me that every event in my life has meaning and brings gifts. Of course, we have this fifth Sunday, so we're ending this theme, but we still have it today. And today's speakers are going to be from Unity of Payson, not me or another minister, but the members of Unity of Payson. Tom, Kay, and Betty are going to share with us. And it's especially pertinent because all three of those people are nominees for board offices, or and we want to celebrate them and at the same time hear from them. So that'll be happening just a little bit later. Of course, the topic is leading Unity of Payson in challenging times. So we've instituted what we call a metaphysical moment. Sometimes it might be the daily word, which we've often read. But today I'd like to have a metaphysical moment that reflects on the theme that we talked about, the theme of faith. I recently, it was brought to my attention, I think Donna brought it to my attention, that there was an author I had never heard of called Ella Pomeroy. And I did a little digging and found out that she wrote a book called Powers of the Soul and How to Use Them, based on the 12 powers of unity. And Ella was a metaphysician that studied deeply of the leader before her, Emma Curtis Hopkins. She was associated with science of mind as well as unity, and she eventually became a unity minister, and wrote in the late 40s and the early 50s primarily. And I want to just share a little bit of her writing on the power of faith. I've edited just a little bit and paraphrased a couple of things, so hopefully it will be meaning. And here's what she said. One of the striking characteristics of man is his ability to know, recognize, and express his desires in conscious acts. We move toward make our desire evident to all the world. Effort in pursuit of our ideal is delightful. We feel powerful and successful when our endeavors appear to be conquering difficulties. We have hope, but hope is an unstable state of mind, while faith is stabilized on its object. Faith is not only a conviction that the unseen can become visible, it is also a definite movement toward rendering the idea tangible. Metaphysics emphasizes the teaching that all things begin as ideas in the mind of God, though we do not assume to know just what goes on in the mind of God, but we use the term mind of God to indicate a source from which all that is must somehow flow. Once we understand that whatever impulses we have can come only from the source of all ideas, and free ourselves from the notion that we have been conceived in sin without any hope of a lively connection with God. Once we connect ourselves clearly in our thought with the creator of all life, the giver of all good, we begin to understand the meaning and value of faith as a power already given to us for use. And we become eager to direct our faith to the achievement of permanent good. Faith as a power, a gift direct from God, of ability to do, becomes vivid, alive, and energetic in our meditations on life and our goal. We gather our faith together to concentrate it on a carefully chosen objective. We no longer let our power of faith dissipate in 1,000 useless directions, but recognizing it as the power to direct, to manage, to control our ways, we seek the high way, that realm of the spirit in which our spirit moves freely and graciously because it is at home. I really like this. It was a little bit long, but it fits very well with the way I see it. I've talked about a faith continuum before. It kind of starts on one end with wishing, just a wish that something could happen, and moves up in desire to the point of hope, which as Ella Pomeroy says, is still a bit unstable, and then moves to faith, that divine gift, that power, that ability that we all have. And where we end up after the proceeding on the continuum that far is to an area of trust, that reassuring place that we know that all is well. Thank you. So we're going to move on now to our time of the message, or the messages, I could say. Again, Tom, Kay, and Betty will share with us a little bit of their feeling about Unity of Pace in this community and of their vision for it going forward. And it's a great opportunity for us to hear from them. So Tom, I'll hand it over to you, and then Betty, or then Kay, and then Betty.
There, good thing I remembered to unmute at the last second. So welcome everyone. This is unusual for me. Normally I'm behind the scenes, the man behind the curtain. So here we go. 2020 was a most challenging year. The coronavirus took hold in the midst of a divisive presidential campaign, and what passed for normal in other years quickly disappeared. Our contact with others has been strictly limited on the physical sense, and as a result, Unity of Payson has suffered a loss of members and revenue. Consequently, we gave up our physical facility and our in-person meetings to help the organization survive and to keep the virus from decimating our people. Today, we still face an uncertain future of vaccines and their availability. With all of this, we still remain positive and focused on the message and hope. New program offerings are in the works. New events are planned 2 ways, in virtual for now, and then as soon as we can, we'll be outside. We're guided by a divine spark within each of us. Our vision for today and the future is true and the voice of spirit. Regardless of what happens in the world, we have a path forward and a vision to follow. We simply cannot and will not stop and give up. The board members bring much to the Unity of Payson program. We mesh our energies together to build a stronger church, both spiritually and financially. We ask for your support both today and in the future. The board continues to look for programs to inspire and stimulate the mind and the soul. If you have ideas, please send them to us. So just as a note, starting February 11th, we're going to have an evening session. I think we talked 6:30, something like that, a half hour, and rotate it. We'll start once a month to begin with, and then if there's a lot of interest, we'll go on, but we'll try and do all sorts of varied metaphysical events. We can talk about books as well. We'll just kind of let it unfold. So you ready, Kay?
I am ready.
All right, yours.
Tom, thank you for that message. As challenging as we consider this, it also is like the Chinese symbol, and it gives us an opportunity. Oh, don't need that slide quite yet.
All right.
For growth. And I found that we have become so much closer simply because we haven't been able to meet in person. And so when we come to these Zoom meetings, that they're so important to us, that we're just closer. I'm closer to people than I've ever been before. And that's one of my gratitudes, is the support that I've gotten from everybody and the support I try to give to everybody. Now, I have a speech, and Tom, it was just really inspiring. And I want the members to know that as board members, we look to you to help guide us to where we're going from here. We've had such changes over this last year, and 2 moves, and Zoom and everything that's been going on. But one of the things is, I have faith that no matter what happens, we can influence the outcome by holding the light that is needed to vanquish the darkness and send the vibration of love energy out into the world for healing and for forgiveness for all this strife that is out there. And we as Unity members have this power. And referring back to what Neil said, that book, we have so much power that we don't realize. And I feel the responsibility of holding the light for everybody. For unity, I have a vision of the gathering of close friends, sharing, caring, laughing, crying, supporting each other in love and compassion, and all of us who are working on being their best spiritual selves, going from spiritual seekers to spiritual finders. All of us were seeking when we came to Unity of Payson. And I think we have found each other and found our way and found our meaning. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. Daniel Neom's song, Swing Wide the Door, Nemod's song, Swing Wide the Doors, really reflects who we are. We are about love and laughter and comfort and smiles and kindness and hearts open wide and passion and about taking a chance and about service and about lending a hand. That is who we are as unity, as a group of people. We are filled with love and kindness and generosity. And no matter how we have to meet together right now, and we're all excited and looking forward to meeting again in person. The 2 chime meetings we had in my backyard were just fantastic, and everybody, the energy of everybody that was able to join in that was great. One of the things that I see is that we emphasize the fact that we're not a church. And when we incorporated as a church, I feel that our energy shifted. But we are a very special and unique organization. We are beyond just a church and dogma. And for me, I got the inspiration that maybe we could add on to our name. And so I wanted to put this out to the members that we become known as Unity of Payson Center for Spiritual Living, because this reflects truly who we are and what we believe and what we practice. We practice spiritual living 24/7. We don't just come to church on Sunday and do our thing and then go and live our lives the way we were living them. We actually incorporate, internalize, and work on becoming more and more spiritual beings. Our Sunday services have become really inspirational, uplifting messages. Our music is fantastic. We have joy and laughter and fellowship. Our service is a little bit more informal. We've already included a little bit more metaphysical, and we've moved in that direction. And we definitely, as your board, want feedback, 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 feedback. This is your organization. We need to know how you want it run, how you want it to look. And as Thomas said, we've had to give up our buildings. The blessing in that is we get to save money. And I volunteered my home to be our center for all Sunday services and small group gatherings when we can meet in person. I have room for 20 people inside and unlimited outdoors. And this way we can use those monies that we would pay for rent for the rest of the year more effectively in service to each other. Some of our members have needs and for the community at large. So I would like to see us do that. And as a group, we're looking for connection, caring, and other positive, like-minded people. And as Thomas referenced, we are starting more and more and more of fun activities to bring joy and laughter and companionship and fellowship together. I am very excited about the opportunities that are coming our way, and we're reaching out and working on all this. So your board again wants your input. So let's make Unity of Payson Spiritual Center for Living awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Kay and Tom. Wow, all wonderful ideas. And I get to sort of wrap this up. You know, transitions show up in our lives in lots of unexpected ways. And through this time of uncertainty, I feel that we have been and will in the future continue to go through this from a very heart-centered space. And I think that's the only way to walk through transitions in our own individual lives. So we can choose to walk through this continued quiet time, we'll call it, as a gift or as a burden. And even though it's gone on way longer than any of us anticipated or certainly hoped, we still get to choose every day how we're going to hold this entire transition. So let's see it as an opportunity in this extended time. Let's embrace the new technology, even though in the beginning I'm like, Zoom, you know. We need to encourage also those of our membership that still are afraid to do that. And so I'll talk about that in a minute. Because this technology is what has allowed us to develop even deeper relationships with each other. Getting to see it, to look into everybody's face is wonderful. So let's remember that as spiritual beings, we are unity, not a building. Jesus had no building,
Yeah.
but he had a really big heart and he wanted to include everyone, just like we do. So we are unity, the people. So we have learned in this past time to stay in touch by lots of different ways, by phone and by Zoom, by our porch visits, our outside activities. And some of us actually went back to writing cards and letters. Amazing. So it has forced us to grow and to reach into new areas of our heart, to choose to have the experience that lifts us up and sustains us. And that has been a conscious choice, and we are to be celebrated. We are to acknowledge each other that we chose to have this be impactful in our lives instead of fighting that. We chose to move forward. And so, as we faithfully look forward in this new year, Unity will continue to develop the teams, as both Kay and Tom have said, to make sure no one is left out and no one feels lonely. And we welcome, like they said, all of your suggestions. And we've gotten a lot of really good suggestions. So, yes, we will continue our Sunday service online. We will have our discussion groups and our new technology coaches team for anyone who is still unsure. We will continue with our book groups and with the meditations and the sound healings and the metaphysical explorations that has been alluded to already. So we very much look forward to when we can, hopefully by late spring, to begin meeting at Kay's house, whether inside or outside, and to begin having outdoor activities, maybe over at Green Valley Park. So we get to be with each other again. And when we do, we will have that experience of an extended feeling of joy, of appreciation for each other. And we will know that we have held faith in this long walk. And what an example that will be for other times as we move forward in our life. We'll go, well, wow, I got through that. I can have faith as I move forward in my spiritual growth. So we have learned how important we are to each other and what a simple smile or a hug or a conversation can do for our spirit. We've learned to appreciate the things that are really important in life. Maybe you've enjoyed calling your friends so much that you had a thought, maybe I could be on a call team to reach out to some of the people that perhaps are still quiet and fearing going on technology. Remember that it is in giving of ourselves that we are healed. By taking our minds off of ourselves and on to others, remembering that those that hold loving intention and prayer for others end up receiving so much more than they ever anticipated. I recently have been reading a book called The Power of Eight. And in these meditation and intention groups, they had unexpected consequences, wonderful consequences. At times, focusing on one's own intention may be the metaphysical equivalent of a watched pot not boiling. Focusing on the good of others and being of service takes the focus off ourselves in a way that allows movement without noticing the passage of time. Perhaps altruism is the secret way of both consciously and non-consciously not observing so that the desired outcome can occur. And Unity of Payson is all about this idea of being in service to others. And I find, particularly as a prayer chaplain, the more I am in service to others, the better I feel. I am so grounded in the sense of oneness and of our energies all being connected that it helps heal me every single day. And that, as your board, we collectively hold all of you. And we want to move forward in service to you in many, many ways. So let's be grateful. And let's choose to engage in whatever way Spirit moves you. Let us know. And as our affirmation for the month says, my faith assures me that every event in my life has meaning and brings special gifts. And so remember that we are Unity of Payson and can direct it. And we do that by intention, we do that by choice, we do that by prayer. And so it is.
Thank you, Betty, and Kay, and Tom. We love to hear your voices. So now's the time, as we do every week, when we spend a little time in quiet. And in preparation for that time in quiet, and Betty will lead us in the meditation, we'll give a meditation song. Karen Drucker, I'm so grateful.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 So grateful. So I'm grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so very grateful. So blessed. So grateful. And every day I start my day by saying how I'm grateful. Grateful. I'm so grateful. Every day I say grateful.
So let's prepare ourselves to go into the quiet place, the meditation place. And so let's breathe. Breathe deep and feel supported by your chair, allowing your body to relax down, and perhaps your eyes gently close. Just feel the letting go. And just acknowledge that we truly are a blessing to our world and each other. So let's breathe again. Breathe in spirit into the top of your head, allowing the light to glide gently down over your body. Filling you with peace and a deep sense of newness. Having faith that we can always create anew in our lives. Filling your body with peace. And now open your inner eyes to look out on a beautiful sunrise as you are welcoming a new day in all the colors of joy. Orange and yellow, Feel the expectancy of a new morning. Feel an opening in your mind to new possibilities. Leaving the past behind or what no longer serves you. Allow yourself to feel glad and thankful for this awareness of new creations and rebirth as you gaze out at this sunrise. Hold this feeling as we go into the silence, welcoming this new day and this new path for unity and for all of our friends. Now gently allow yourself to become more aware of the room around you, but bring back with you this sense of the new and the sense of release of what no longer serves you. Let's be ready to hold faith as our guiding light as we move forward, recreating a loving, supportive, spiritual community. Remember that this could be the time that we all prayed for, when the world wakes up and realizes that we are all one. So live in that gratitude, live in the oneness, and be the gift that you are to everyone around you. And so it is.
Thank you, Betty. And as we continue with our service, we are grateful. We are grateful. And that is that which precipitates our ability to give and our inspiration and our call to give. So it's time for our tithes and our offerings here at Unity of Payson. Even though we're not physically together, we are together in a very real way. Of course, Unity of Payson does a lot of things that aren't immediately seen, both within our community and within the larger community. And so the gifts that you give contribute to that, and we're grateful. We have an offering affirmation that we say because as part of the cycle of giving and receiving, freely we do give and freely we give. So say that with me, just that short affirmation. Freely we give and freely we receive. So during the offertory song, which will follow, there's the information on the screen, how you may give to Unity of Payson. The post office box, you may send a check, and you may also go to unityofpayson.org, where you can donate. Both of these are opportunities for you to give back a little bit, and we do appreciate that giving. So as we have the offertory song, here would be a good time for you to decide what is yours to give, what's your call to give, and to make that so. We go now to our offertory song.
There is a song in my soul. It sings, I am whole. Everywhere I go, it sings, I am whole. There is a song in my soul. It sings, I am whole. Everywhere I go, it sings, I am whole. 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 I am whole, I am whole, I am whole, I am whole. There is a song in my soul, it sings, I am healed. I take a breath and know that I am healed. There is a song in my soul, it sings, I am healed. I take a breath and know that I am healed. 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 There is a song in my heart. It sings, I am loved. It whispers in my ear that I am loved. There is a song in my heart. It sings, I am loved. It whispers in my ear that I am loved. 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 There's a song in my soul, sings of my joy. It bubbles up from deep inside, pure sweet joy. There is a song in my soul, it sings of my joy. It bubbles up from deep inside, pure sweet joy. I am joy, I am joy, I am joy, I am joy. I am joy, I am joy, I am joy, I am joy. There is a song in my soul, it sings, I am love, a beaming ray of spirit's light, I am love. There is a song in my soul, it sings, I am love, a beaming ray of spirit's light, I am love. I am love, 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 I am whole, I am whole, I am healed, I am healed, I am love, I am love, I am joy, I am joy, I am whole.
We are grateful for these gifts and for the abundance that they signify. And we bless those who give as well as the gifts. So would you join me now as we dedicate this offering? Divine love through us blesses and multiplies all that we have, all that we give, and all that we receive. We are abundantly prosperous. We give thanks. So we're on the brink of February, and for February, our theme will be strength. And as you see there, I express the strength and vitality of God. I'm getting excited about this because I've been preparing some of the messages that I will give during that time, and strength, such a wonderful power that we can access and that I know I haven't as fully as I want. So look forward to this theme, strength, for the month of February. So next Sunday, the speaker will be me. And the title that I've chosen for next Sunday is Strength, the Ability to Stay the Course. Hope we will see you here then. We move now to our announcements, and the most important one, of course, is our annual meeting, which is at 2 p.m. today here on Zoom for members, voting members, and friends of Unity of Pace. And we want to let you know, even more than we've had a chance to hear from our speakers this morning, what's been happening at Unity of Pace and what we envision for the future. So please join us at 2 p.m. on Zoom. We'll also be electing board members for the coming year, and a new board member as well. So we look forward to seeing you there. And that's it for that. Also, then one of the things that happens every weekday, that if you haven't had a chance to participate yet, you've been missing something. Morning coffee, 9:30 weekdays. We'll read something, perhaps the Daily Word or a short bit of inspirational material, and then we discuss that, or we laugh, or we just connect with each other, or we share where we're at. It's a wonderful time. You never know exactly what's going to happen, but if you come, you might get hooked. So we enjoy it. We would enjoy seeing you there. Come and connect with the Unity of Pace family. Then Monday evening is one of our discussion groups with Rick at 7:15 on Zoom. The book that's being discussed is Universal Laws, Unlocking the Secrets of the Universe. If you don't yet have the book, you're welcome to be here anyway. It's a simple book, and you can get it on in paperback or on Kindle and Amazon very easily. So lively discussion. We hope you'll take advantage of this if you can. The class that we've been having on Sundays at 1 p.m., just to mention that, will not be meeting this week because of the annual meeting, Proving the Power of Principle, but that will resume next week. And then we go on to Thursday, another one of our small groups here at Unity of Payson. And that's been spoken of this morning, how intentions are so important to what shows up in our lives. It's a group where we support each other, a group where we speak aloud, if you will, our intentions, and we get support and help, and sometimes even suggestions as we do what is ours to do in proceeding with action that brings to us our intentions. Intender Circle, Thursday at noon. And that's about it. So we will go on to the closing for our service. And as always, we begin with let there be peace on earth, and then the prayer of protection.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be with God hands with me, and this is the moment now. With every step I take, this is my joyous vow. I take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
Now the prayer for protection. Together.
The light of God surrounds us.
I God surrounds us. I
The love of God enfolds us.
The love of God enfolds us.
The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Thank you so much for being here. I will open the mics, and you can just